Rick B's Daily Vlogs.
Sticking with the theme of famous San Francisco tourist attractions, I decided to hit probably the most popular one that a lot of people like to visit, and it's just off to my right there. So let's get this started.
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
Welcome everyone, it's my daily vlog channel, Rick B's Daily Vlogs, Presidio, Battery East to be exact. I'm on the western end of the Golden Gate Bridge side, but we're here to take a nice long walk to the bridge, not across the bridge. I'm not doing that today. We're going to walk to the bridge, check out this iconic tourist destination here in San Francisco. When we get up to the top to where the visitor center is, we'll talk a little bit about the history. But first, let's go check this bad boy out. Let's go. Let's go. There's a picture from 1936, some Presidio soldiers, when they were building the bridge. And there's a sign that says this is Battery East. It's been here forever. And as you can tell, like I said earlier, it's a famous tourist attraction. There is a lot of people here. Pretty cool. This is the Battery East parking lot. They redid this whole area. This whole area used to be, you can still park here, but it used to be gravel. Now they put the concrete, laid the cement, and made the walkway more friendlier. It used to be all gravel, like I said, all the way up to the top of the visitor center over there. It used to be nice and gravelly, but they made it easy for us to walk up and over. But check out that view. Pretty cool. Battery East is one of the many forts that's still here, laying around here in San Francisco. It's going to be just where all these trees are on the other side of this little platform over there. And just like the battery that I went to over by the Veterans Hospital, it's still here. They're still here. See, archaeologists found some things back in the days. They still found some trenches, some magazine tunnels as they call it, and it is still here. It's not operational, but it's still here. But this area gives this place a nice view of the bridge, and tourists take advantage of it. This is one of the many add-ons that they added on here, is this whole area where you can just sit and relax on a nice clear day. It's pretty clear right now with the fog, just some of the fog over there. You can see all the way through Tiburon, Sausalito. It's Angel Island right there in the middle. Clear enough, but still, you got the iconic, most visited San Francisco tourist attraction, the Golden Gate Bridge to be exact. We're going to take this path right here and make our way up that way. If you look right there, you still see one of the chimneys of the old fort. This whole area is called the Buried Fort because there is a fort right underneath this bush right here. And like I said, you can see the chimneys right there. There's an actual trail that takes you down that way as well. It takes you down to Crissy Field, Fort Point. You can go up this unpaved trail or go up this paved trail. We're going to go up the paved trail. From where I started to where I'm walking, it is a nice walk up to the visitor center. But as you walk, you actually have, again, a nice view of the iconic Golden Gate Bridge. And tourists galore are just enjoying the scenery as they bike and slug our way to the top. It's a long walk, pretty long walk, so take your time. Along the path, you always see these nice little inscriptions of what the Battery East or any parts of the Battery Coast you go to. If you ever traveled the coast of San Francisco or the Bay Area or California, you're going to find a lot of these old forts around. Pretty cool. As we make our way towards the visitor center, there's two ways we can go. You could either make a right. The right's going to take you to another trail that'll get you towards underneath the bridge over there. Or we can go up to the visitor center, where I'm about to head right now. But this right here takes you down to another good view of the bridge. We'll probably head down there later when I'm done. But we're going to go up this way. A nice little promenade. A nice little placard. Joseph Strauss, brother of Levi Strauss, is the guy who visioned to create that iconic bridge right there. Once we get up here to the top, there is a statue again of Joseph Strauss himself right there. I didn't come here for Statue Week to talk about him because he's a visionary on his own, and you can't talk about a statue of Joseph Strauss without talking about the Golden Gate Bridge. But that's the visionary right there. This is a cool description right here, because when I move, you see how it changes. It goes from 1934, and I move to the right, 1935. There's 1935 right there, shows parts of the bridge. And if I keep moving back, 1933 back to 1934. That's pretty cool. Have one right here as well. It starts off at 1936. And if I just keep moving, 1937 back to 1935 back to 1936. That is cool. And these are just little tiles that moves. It doesn't even move. It's just depending on the angle that you're standing is when it moves. That is cool. This whole area, again, big tourist attraction. Visitor center. Right over here, you got the welcome center. A lot of, I want to say, 90% of the people that are here right now are tourists. The Bridge Cafe used to have the best hot dogs back in the days. Don't know if it's still there, but they used to. And here, right here, it's just a bronze model or a bronze sculpture of the bridge. This is pretty cool, and they have a lot of it in Braille. That is cool. Pretty cool. Before I make it up that direction, I'm gonna go check out the Welcome Center to see what they have. I want to share with you guys what they have, because this place looks pretty cool. I've never been in here. So see what they got. Golden Gate Bridge ornaments. They got some books in here, some keychains, some mugs. They got a fog globe over here, which kind of describes what you see or how you see the bridge on a daily, especially living here in San Francisco. Pretty cool. Can't be a souvenir shop without magnets. 2 for $12. You got all parts of California. The ones up there, that round one right here, it's a nice one. That's a nice one, just because it's round and it's small. Doesn't take up a lot of fridge space. But they got a lot. Oh, this one right here is actually, I like that one too. That's pretty cool. They got some replica mugs of Alcatraz. How their food trays used to look like. And a big key. Probably used to use when you used to unlock. And this is pretty heavy. It's got some weight to it. Pretty cool. They have this thing called a test tower. Look how tall it is. Takes up half the room. Looks like they had to open up a piece of the area right there just to fill that spot. Pretty darn tall. All right, making my way out. Just like every other tourist spot, they have everything there. Sweatshirts, all that other stuff that they have. But we're gonna make our way to that flagpole right there and continue talking about the bridge and how pretty it is. Just like I said in yesterday's vlog, not a lot of San Franciscans locals come here to go check this place out. I mean, this is a highly tourist trap, I guess you can call it, but it's a cool place to visit, especially if you live here. It's a cool place to visit every now and then. Not all the time. Every now and then it's a cool place to visit. I'm kind of enjoying myself. I am. They got a bunch of these little boards that just talks about the history of the bridge, the types of different bridges that they have, why is this tall and strong, and it gives an example of the metal that they're using right there. And the paint is supposed to be fog, salt, rust resistant. That's why it's the color orange that it is. Look at this color. That'd be an ugly color if that was the bridge. But a bunch of cool stuff that you can read when you're here. We're gonna make our way up that way. To get up to the top, not quite to the flagpole, they got this big giant poster of a history of the story of the Golden Gate Bridge and how it was made and why it was possible for it to be made. And it's also gives you a little description on these little boards, these information boards right here, which is cool. And then over here they got some interactive stuff that you can do. The bridge right there that a lot of people is on, the wind speed, all that cool stuff. I'm gonna make my way up this way. Just looking at this picture before I make my way up, look where we're standing right now is right here on the west side, right underneath that hole right up there. That's what we're standing on, or standing in. And look at the construction of the bridge. They started on one end. They have the northern span up there already built. They're building the western span. You can see the Palace of Fine Arts. You can see what is now Marina Green in the background. Parts of Presidio up there. That is pretty cool. Pretty cool. A lot of people's up here at the flagpole checking out the bridge. But then right here, you get a nice view of the bridge right here. And unfortunately, like I said, the fog is in the way. But it's still a nice view and a nice part of San Francisco. This is the most visited tourist attraction in the city. Made my way up top where the flagpole is. It's a nice tall flagpole, but this area right here, a nice, again, tourist area. People can come hang out, take photos. You have these people who are talking about God. I saw a bunch of them on the bottom down there, but everybody's taking selfies so they can say, I was at the Golden Gate Bridge. I think that's cool. And I'm gonna get it for you guys were saying, why don't you make your way and walk across? That's like a 3-mile walk going one direction, and then another 3 miles coming back. I don't think I'm gonna do it. Not today. Not with this weather, this conditions. It's a little windy on the bridge. If it's windy where I'm standing now, it's windy on the bridge, but you can take a nice good look at it from here and just enjoy what it is. Done plenty of marathons where I ran across the bridge and back, and then the pedestrian bridge or the pedestrian walk is always crowded. I was planning on walking just to the first tower, but standing here, knowing how far that is, I decided another day. Not today, but check it out. A nice iconic view of the bridge. If we do a quick scan of the area again, Sausalito, Tiburon, all down there. You can see parts of Green Bay, Angel Island covered in the fog as we pan more to the right. Alcatraz in the distance right there. And if I keep spanning, San Francisco right there. Found this cool ball that I can't stop playing with. It's just a reflection. Can't stop messing with it. I already took 3 pictures on my phone with it. How easily, I'm amazed. The cool thing about this bridge, one side is for pedestrians. The other side is for bikers, but it looks like the bikers are both on the same side with pedestrians. Probably the biker side is closed. It's always closed. They're always doing something. But it's still a nice view. Still a nice view. Last time I was down there at Hopper's Hand doing reviews or movies that were shot on the Golden Gate Bridge, or what Hollywood used as the Golden Gate Bridge. Didn't make my way up here because it was during commute hours, but you can see Fort Point right over there, an actual fort that you can go into. And if you look at the first span of the Golden Gate Bridge, right underneath that, you'll see some nets. Those are some suicide nets that they're fixing, because not only is this a beautiful place to visit, it's also has a lot of scary secrets like suicide, and a lot of people went over to the middle parts of the bridge, took their own lives by jumping off. Some survived, some didn't. I'm not gonna talk about that anymore. You guys do your research and just go check out the history of people who wanted to commit suicide. But again, a beautiful sight. Also, with some dark secrets in history that comes with it, and just even the men who were constructing the bridge, who were building the bridge, even some of them, plunged to their death. And as you know, that San Francisco Bay today looks calm, but on some days it is not forgiving. And just in case you were thinking about it, it cannot not. I've seen people who've tried, and trust me, it's a hefty fine if you have. Trust me, not in a way that I know. Trust me, because I've known people who actually tried flying the drone without permission. Commercial drones, when they're doing commercials, going to be flown here. But people like me and you cannot fly your drone anywhere near this vicinity. I'm making my way down that area I told you where I said I was going to come back towards the end because of the nice view and the nice tourist attraction in this area. I'm going to make my way down that way. Some people decided to take some padlocks and lock their love here at the bridge. That is terrible. Terrible. Because there's only one place that really does that, and that's, where is it? In London? Paris? Not here. Alright guys, one last look. The most visited tourist attraction here in San Francisco. And I must say, just being out here for this past 30 minutes, I see why. I see why. And again, if you're from San Francisco, definitely come check this place out every now and then. Don't be stuck behind an office desk and chair and just forget that we do live probably the prettiest city on the West Coast. Sorry LA, sorry Anaheim, but that's the truth. It's the truth. Sorry Seattle. Just enjoying watching everybody here taking selfies of themselves, pictures of each other behind the bridge. It's pretty cool. Alright guys, that's gonna do it for today. Nice vlog today. Totally enjoyed coming out here. Definitely check the Golden Gate Bridge out when you're here. I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys who does come to San Francisco does check out the iconic spots. Painted Ladies from yesterday, Golden Gate Bridge today. Something different tomorrow. Something different. But if you guys ever in the city, definitely check this out. And I do mean it. If you're a local, you live in San Francisco, as much as I said yesterday we don't like going out to places, it's good to get out and be a tourist every now and then. It is. We're stuck with the hustle and bustle, the 9 to 5 that we always do. Every now and then it's good to remember where we are, what city we live in. And when you have a view like that behind me right there, it is definitely a cool spot to come check out. So definitely check this place out. Definitely give this video a thumbs up. Like, comment, and subscribe here from the iconic Golden Gate Bridge, the most visited tourist spot in San Francisco. Thanks for watching, guys. Vlog's ended. Go in peace. And before I go, I just want to thank all these tourists for giving us San Franciscans, for paying us a visit. And spending all your hard-earned tourist money into our San Francisco economy. And we thank you. Us and the Golden Gate Bridge. We thank you. Thank you, guys.
made this.